following is a production of Watlington Shires and Pierce Productions.
Welcome everybody live from the Coliseum. It's the last game of the year before district begins. The ladies are in Madisonville playing their second district game. We just couldn't get there in time. That's a long way on a Tuesday, and we are sure sorry. Hopefully we'll get updates on that game. The Riders in purple and gold versus the Hallsville Bobcats over there in purple and white. So it's a great matchup, and we'll tell you why when we come back for the Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame show right after this. Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a third generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at. Lumber for your home or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's.
Everybody, welcome back. It's the Wright Chrysler Dodge pregame show. Chris Watkins sat down with Coach Hiram Harrison a few minutes ago to talk about this final pre-district warm-up.
Coach, last pre-district game, and Hallsville's in town. What are you looking for tonight?
We just got to put everything together. It's time to put it together. Hallsville's going to be a big task, similar to Bullock, who's coming in Friday night, so we're looking forward to the challenge.
If there's one thing and all the things you need to put together, what's the thing that you're most looking for?
We just got to communicate defensively and offensively, so communication be the key that we need to that I'll be looking for tonight.
All right, looking forward to it. Talk to you after the game. That was Coach Harrison. That was his idea. He said, getting ready for Bullard, and we'll talk about what that means when we come back to wrap up the Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame show after these words from JBA Financial and Dairy Queen.
Father, for lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those American
no, I couldn't possibly.
cheeseburgers.
I'm a vegetarian.
Cheeseburger. That's what I need.
Father.
Ice cream.
Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they can all get something good. Dairy Queen. JBA Financial Services brings you Coach Talk, and there's a reason for that. John Black knows that when you're preparing for an important game, you need a plan, and they'd like to be a part of the details, the X's and O's of that plan. He's put together a good team, a coaching staff that would help you and your family get where they want to go. At JBA Financial Services, they're working to secure your family's future.
Everybody, welcome back. Got 2 minutes and 20 seconds before we start up.
Yeah, we just said hi to the, as you saw there, said hi to the referees. Good to have the guys that we recognize. You know, we've done this long enough where you kind of recognize.
Yeah, where we get the guys that go over and over year after year.
So Coach said in his interview, this is a good test for us for district because they'll help us get ready for Bullard coming to town to start district Friday. What does he mean by that? Hallsville and Bullard are nowhere near one another.
Well, in the past, we know Bullard's had some size, and Hallsville's got some size. They got 2 or 3 guys that are really tall, and probably the style of play, if I had to guess.
Bullard is a shooting team, kind of like in the mold of Hudson. Even now, Hudson doesn't have this kind of height, so obviously Hallsville can do both things: post up and play the ball and play the game from the 3-point line and near it. But that's what we're worried about from Bullard. Bullard's one of the best teams in the area, and they're now in our district. And of course, we draw also in our district. Palestine is back. So 2 of the better teams in the district, in the area, are in our district. Carthage is not. So, I think our district is stronger than it was last year, even though Chapel Hill is out of the picture. So that's what we're getting ready for. And when we come back, we'll have the tip-off for you here. Thank you to Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep for the pregame show. We'll be right back with the tip-off after this.
What's that old State Farm slogan, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there? Well, that could not be a better description than Chris Mayfield of Mayfield State Farm. Since he came to town close to 20 years ago now, he has been the quintessential good neighbor. The same thing true of his insurance agency, Chris Mayfield State Farm. Sandy Cox is a good State Farm agent. Just ask Drake. He knows. State Farm agents in general are pretty cool, but Sandy Cox has the answers to your questions. Like, what's best for me, for my kids, for my business, for my farm? For all of us in Shelby County, those questions can be answered at Sandy Cox State Farm. At Shelby Savings Bank, the same thing that's true at the Selma Street location is true at the North Branch. It's where banking meets the smile. They're not just friendly tellers, they're your friendly tellers. And the smile on Manager Janet's face, it's contagious. When you say Shelby Savings Bank is your friendly hometown bank, well, you hit it right on the nose.
All right, everybody, we're here just in time to see the introduction of the starting lineups for the 2 teams, something we don't always get to do.
Yeah, that's good. And you never know. You never know when they're going to do it. Sometimes you get the introductions and they start. Sometimes you get the introductions and the national anthem.
Yep.
Sometimes you get none of that. It's just how do you know? Is there a plan? Or do you figure it out? Okay.
Just ask, yeah.
Hey, that's a good idea. We should do that. Well, our team is already on the floor, so it doesn't look like they are going to introduce them. So it looks like we're going to be started.
Well, I thought that was going to happen.
I did too. One never knows, does one.
No. I'll say we're going to start a lineup for the Rough Riders. Of course, we're going to have Jamarian Smith, and he's going to kick it to Tiki, and we are underway.
Good to have you with us. The last game before district. This is 5A Hallsville taking on 4A Center. It's not exactly apples to apples, but it's pretty close. Rough Riders go up for a shot, miss it. It's one of their bugaboos, missing the 1-footers. But they get the rebound. They've set back. They're trying it again.
Right.
There's Timothy Johnson, one of the best players in the whole part of the state. Over to Bush. Is he hot? Nope. He misses everything, but it's a big, long rebound. And Bellin puts it up for 2. T.J. Bellin with the first points of the night. Well done. Thanks to Dr. Collard and his son Blake for the aerial footage. As Hallsville moves down, forced to change his shot. Every Rough Rider under the basket had a chance. They couldn't quite get it, but it was last touched by Purple. And so Rough Riders are going to get a chance to move again, up by 2 early here in this last game before district.
A little bit of pressure here.
It's not the sort of thing we expect them to do. It's pressure defense. And they get it inside to the big man. He is
goes up over.
Yeah, a nice little touch shot.
Well, he has to go over big number 10 more for Hallsville, in and out.
And this will be their 3rd chance. They reset the offense. This is number 15, Grant. He puts the ball over this. They love the three-point shot, and from the corner it goes in. That's number 4, Magestro. One of my favorite names of the year so far.
Yes.
Magestro the Maestro. Nice little dish inside, but it's missed by Smith. The rebound goes up, missed that. They're able to tie it up. Possession goes to Hallsville. Yeah, that's something Smith is. I mean, he's a good athlete. He's a good player. He's a good defender. He just misses a lot of those shots. I think in his mind, he has to decide, am I going to dunk it? Am I going to lay it up? What am I going to do?
Well, you don't try to dunk that one, but once again, they've got a rim protector in number 10.
That's true. I ought to lay off of him. There is, like you said, a rim protector. So number 2, that's Williams. Tosses it over to Grant, back to Williams. He drives to his right. Nothing doing. Back out, I'm sorry, that's number 10, Moore. Almost had it tipped away. There's Magestro from the NBA three-point line, and it's in, and that's what they're talking about. Bullard can do that, and Magestro, the Maestro, can do that too. They get the ball over to Bellin. It's tipped away. It's rescued by Bush at the free throw line. Up off the backboard. No good. Good rebound by Smith, who goes up off the backboard, and it's in. And it's a good, competitive 6-6. Long pass, tipped away, back to Hallsville. Taken away, and the foul. Travel. Good. It looked like a good pass. One of the riders got their hands on it, and that's all it took. 6-6, 5:35 to go, first quarter. Welcome to the Coliseum. Like we said earlier, the girls playing in their second district game. They lost a good one, a competitive one, in the opener against Hudson, the team that eliminated from the playoffs. They're in Madisonville tonight. We hope to get scoring updates. Not sure if we will. Meanwhile, Timothy Johnson trying to find his way inside. Gets it over to Bush. Bush moves to his right. Throws it. Give and go to number 13. He has people all over him.
Is it going to be a foul or travel? What's it going to call a foul?
Yeah, he traveled, but largely because there were people on his back pushing him when they came down from their jump. So Robinson will go to the line for the first time. First time we've gone to the Chris Mayfield State Farm free throw line. Speaking of State Farm, we welcome back Sandy Cox. And her State Farm agency will be with us all year long for the remainder of the season for all our games, both Piney Woods and Center. Welcome back, Sandy. Good to have you. She's right up behind me, too. She's here tonight, along with Gladys Andrews, one of our basketball sponsors as well. Here we go from the free throw line. Robinson, good on his first one. 1 for 1. Where's my switcher? And it's 2 for 2. 8 to 6.
You can't very well switch them, can you?
I can't hardly switch them. And here we go. Hallsville with number 2. That's Williams. Finds it inside to 15, over to Moore, number 10 from the corner. That's the first three-pointer they've missed. 2 for 3 from the line. They get the ball back. Number 2 drives in. No good. Good rebound by Smith.
Good defense by Smith,
Absolutely. He defended it and rebounded it. And Johnson thought about it, moves back, moves in. Goes in, passes 3 Bobcats on his way to the rim. The third one hits his arm, and it's the second foul. He'll go to the State Farm free throw line as we set up for what could be the first 3-point lead of the game by either team. Been close so far. Like we said, Hallsville, a 5A team and a good one. One that expects to go to the playoffs. So this is a very good bite to chew if you are the Riders right before district. Not only are they good, but they play like the Bullard Panthers. Bobcats on Tuesday, Panthers on Friday. The second shot's good, so 1 for 2 from the line, 3 for 4 as a team. 9 to 6, 3-point lead for the Riders. Still mid first quarter. We got Magestro, who's all the points are coming from him in the 3-point line. Back to Moore. Magestro to Grant. Grant back to Magestro. They're covering him now. He drives, and he goes to the right hand. No good. Another rebound by Smith. Gets the long pass out to Johnson, who goes all the way off the board.
That should have been a goaltend.
I thought it should be 2, but it was just a well-defended play. Johnson normally makes those.
No, I mean he swatted it when it was coming down from the square. That should have been a goaltend.
I agree.
I don't know how they missed that.
Grant to Magestro, now over to the big guy, Ballarain. Ballerine drives all the way in. It's going to be fouled before the shot.
That's scary if a guy that tall could drive like that with those handles. That's impressive.
He's about an inch taller than Smith, and I think he's probably got another inch of arms, maybe half an inch. So he's the tallest man on the floor. It's the first time I've seen one. Smith's not this season. In the Ballerine on the long inbounds pass, he has trouble getting it. Moves it back over to Magistro, back into Ballerine. Smith all over him. Ballerine backs off, tries to come back in. Just too well defended by Smith, who blocks the shot and keeps it alive, but no, actually behind his back.
Yeah, you don't want to keep it alive down there.
Yeah, maybe not where you are, you're right. So it's 9-8, but still good defense. Long, lazy pass from Bush, almost destructive. And Robinson trying to control it, loses it, and it's an easy takeaway and bucket. And just like that, it's a 3-point lead. It's a 1-point deficit. Johnson passes it over to Bush. Bush, his pass was going up. He got it knocked away from him, and so at 3:06, we pause as we will get an inbounds pass in from Bush over across from us. Into Johnson. Johnson moves to his left, over to Bellin, wide open for the three. Up, no good.
Bush with a long rebound
by Bush, up off the board, no good. He was trying to draw a foul. He didn't get the basket or the foul. Magistro now pulls up. Why not? Let's make another three-pointer. He misses for the first time tonight. Johnson with the rebound. Oh, makes a move on Magistro. And he goes, he was almost blocked from behind, but he wasn't. That time it goes in. It's 11-10, 1-point lead. Big into Ballerine, misses it. Rebound Robinson, over to Bush. Bush back to Bellin, who threatened, dishes it off to Smith, but Smith didn't see it coming, and it goes out of bounds.
Riders still up 11-10. A lot of stuff happening here, a lot of up and downs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these guys are busy. These guys are good.
All right, big number 24, Snooty in the game.
First time that there's been any substitutions. Oh, Ballerine has a way to drive. He goes in and he puts it in. A DQ dunk just from the wrong purple. 12-11. There's a timeout on the floor. And Hiram doesn't take long before he's coaching. Before the timeout even got started good. We'll be right back for more from the Coliseum with a 1-point game here at 2:07 in the first.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. Then come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle.
Need brand new construction from the ground up or a remodeling job? Ricky Andrews can do it all. Whether it's tile for the floor or reimagining a space in the house. Something wonderful with the bathroom. And oh, what he can do with kitchens. Find him on Facebook or give him a call at 591-2233. Ricky Andrews.
All right, welcome back. Uh-oh. We got Dr. Collard.
Yeah, we had some trouble getting the ball inbounds from while the commercial was going on. We inbounded the ball, had trouble getting it across. We passed it over to Snooty, and Snooty just couldn't quite catch it. So it's Hallsville's ball. The big guy driving. He's fouled. Snooty comes in basically to push his weight around. He's not as tall, the freshman, than Ballerine, the senior. But he's probably heavier. So he put his body into him, and that was a foul, but still, that's what Ballerine has to look forward to if he's going to do that against Snooty. His first free throw.
Rolls in and out.
Yeah, appreciate that from the State Farm free throw line the other way. Next one is up, also out. Snooty the rebound, and the Rough Riders are off. Robinson goes to the length of the floor, chooses nothing but net. No backboard required. Well done by Johnson, and it's a 1-point game, 1:35 to go. Ballerine has the ball. The starting five still on the floor. Beautiful play as the ball goes to Magistro. Ballerine makes his move. Magistro finds him. He goes up for the dunk. He's fouled from behind by Snooty, who has 2 fouls already, but it was not a basket. That was going to be a dunk. Anybody in here would have bet that's going to be a dunk, but it wasn't because of the defense. Now he's going to have to shoot 2. Hits 1. Evens the game up. Yeah, that was pretty good defense for Snooty. If you're not afraid to foul, you can play like that. The first substitutions, the 6th man for the Rough Riders, number 11, Caleb Mosley in, along with number 12 for the Riders, that's Jacqueline Barnes. Both of them in the game now. Second free throw up and good. So Ballerine misses his first 2, makes his second 2. 1-point game for Hallsville in a beautiful matchup between 2 very good teams. Having a little trouble getting the ball across.
Gotta hurry. There we go.
Caleb gets it over to Johnson. Johnson takes it the length of the floor. He does a dub step, realizes he can't get the ball up. So last minute throws it to Snooty, who wasn't ready for it. And with $1:12 to go in the quarter, Hallsville has the ball and a 1-point lead. Nice fake and
good
go,
defense.
but good defense again. Boy, Smith is the defensive player of the quarter for sure. It goes from Johnson over to Rogers, back to Johnson.
Setting up the trap.
Back over now to Jacqueline Barnes.
You can't pick up your dribble right there.
Yeah, that's right. Here comes the drive, though, from the freshman, who loses it, has to go to the floor to control it. That's all right. Johnson gets it from the free throw line, drives it home. 15-14, 1-point game. Beautiful touch for Johnson. He didn't score for the first 4 or 5 minutes, and then he's been the only one who has scored. 17 seconds to go in the quarter. It's been a good one. Magestro with the ball playing for the last shot. Down to 10 seconds, he makes his drive. Back out to his teammate. That's Moore, and he hits the 3.
You got to close that out.
That's their 3rd three-pointer in the quarter. And as we run out of time, Caleb puts up a shot. I thought it was going in. Everybody else did too. But as it is, Hallsville in purple with 17, Center in white and purple with 15. It's a 2-point game as we go to the quarter break. We'll be right back.
Abundant Love Ministries is a place for everyone to worship. If you've ever been to Abundant Love Ministries, you know that Pastor Marlon Cloudy is unlike anybody else. The music, uplifting. And right next door to the church, their life center is unparalleled. A great place to worship, Abundant Love Ministries.
Bird Forestry began with Mike Bird, East Texas's lush forests, and a dream for the future. At Bird Forestry, that future is now. As it moves into its 2nd generation, Bird Forestry is a diverse enterprise protecting the environment while it works with industries to ensure the growth of Texas businesses and the welfare of its people. The Bird family supports the riders on the court and beyond.
I'll just do it.
All right, buddy, welcome back. Go ahead, Chris Wildington.
Glad to have Tomlin Insurance back again. They're progressive now. It's what they're writing for progressive, and it's a kind of a whole new tradition as the new young couple takes it over from the Tomlins who opened it up, and it's been a staple for a long time. And they're also in their 2nd year as winter sponsors for us, including basketball and soccer. Right in front of us, Rough Riders inbounds the ball, and away we go. Oh, and the ball hit my camera. Oh, that's an extra point.
We're all good.
Yeah. Oh, I wish I'd had the camera on. You would have seen the best close-up of a ball, and maybe in the history of broadcast. Meanwhile, Johnson over to Mosley, over to number 12, back to number 11. Ball no good. Center hadn't been able to buy a Dr. Collard three-pointer, but they intercepted a ball easily. That's Mosley over to Johnson, who fakes it with his right hand. Oh, Mosley puts it back, no good.
Oh, my.
And then 13, that's Robinson puts it back, no good. 3 one-foot shots. Now, the first one was difficult, switching hands. The other 2 just missed them, missed the layup. Still get the ball, though. That's Barnes.
Ooh.
Barnes throws it in. Surely that was going to be a foul, but it's not. So Hallsville with a beautiful spin move. That's number 2. He misses it, though. That's Williams. They get the rebound, do the Riders. Here comes Mosley. He backs across the line. His ball is stolen. Johnson back on defense. It's 4-on-1. It's Magistro going up, over. They find Balustrade. Back over to number 2. That's Williams. So basically, Johnson was able to defeat the 4-on-1. The three-point shot from their pivot guy is missed. Here comes number 10 on the drive. Moore hits the shot, and it's 19-15, 4-point lead, biggest lead of the game for the Bobcats so far. Johnson calming down, feet on the tail of the horse. Oh, his pass is taken away by Moore. Moore goes the length of the floor, throws it back, and Johnson with great defense keeps Williams from making the shot.
We had the advantage, 1-on-2.
That's right, he beats 1-on-4, he beats 1-on-2. He's a man on a mission, but his pass for the second time in a row taken away. This time, number 15, Grant, goes all the way and puts in the second DQ dunk just for the wrong color purple. Orange Julius's that are also purple, that's what those were. A couple of them for Dairy Queen. Riders down by 6. Beautiful pass from 12 to 13, but the shot contested and missed. Here comes purple. Hallsville, Magistro driving, trips over.
They'll call a block
Barnes,
on the Riders.
but yeah, that's going to be a block. That's really almost a non-contact foul, but he got in Magistro's way. Magistro's foul, so blocking is the call. 21-15. That's the first foul of the quarter for either team.
Not a shooting foul.
Right. They'll just inbounds the ball, will the Bobcats. Moving around, Magistro's awfully good. He's proven himself from the three-point line. He proves himself on that layup as well. It's an 8-point game. Biggest lead of the game for the Bobcats, biggest deficit for the Riders. We have, Bush with the three-point shot, no good. Well, second or third rebound by Johnson. He's fouled.
So we had Tiki in there battling number 11, how do you say that? Balestair?
Ballarain.
Ballarain.
Now I've used about 4 or 5 different pronunciations.
Ballarain,
but Ballarain is the one.
Well, Tiki was in there and caused that. Ooh.
And Johnson now, that's the second one he's missed from the State Farm free throw line. Definitely need those. Down by 8. Have a substitution in for Hallsville as number 20 comes in the game. That's James. Also number 3, Bean, in the game the first time for Hallsville. And they're across after one of the 2 fall from the State Farm free throw line, thanks Chris Mayfield. Hallsville throwing it around. Magistro with the ball. Maybe their best player, pound for pound. Very good on the dribble, moves around, throws it off to Bean. Magistro to Bean. The Magistro-Bean field war. Sure. 3 with the ball. Bean drives, throws it in. Here comes number 2. Up. Fouled. Williams. No good, but he'll go to the State Farm free throw line with a 7-point lead. What do you think, Shire, to this point in the game?
This Hallsville team's really good.
Yeah.
And, I think they've got several good players. I'd put number 15, Grant, up there as potentially their best player as well.
Okay, yeah.
Not to mention the big guy, number 11, down low.
The big guy is, I don't know pound for pound the best, but someone that high and that tall, and he's hit his free throws. And so did Williams with his free throw.
9-point lead.
Biggest of the game, but Johnson gets down low, makes sure it's a 7-point lead. And Hallsville threw the ball in. It hit the back of the backboard and just bounced. Still, they get the ball down. Bean to Williams. Williams drives, no good. That's because, again, Smith cluttered up the lane. Johnson goes all the way in, misses the shot, draws the foul. Or did he? Nope, they're going to call some sort of foul on Johnson. I'm not sure what that was. Like, he was in the air. Did he draw a charge?
I'm not sure what they called that. sure why, because scoreboard called it a foul, had it as a foul on them.
Okay, so.
But I don't know.
He didn't go to the line to shoot, but it's 25-20, so they got the points. 5-point game. We'll take it.
It must have been a goaltend this time.
Hallsville taking a three-pointer from the corner, and another one goes in. That's their fourth of the game. Dr. Collard, who's filming the game for us, is having a great effect on the guys from Hallsville. All right, 28-20. Timeout called by our coach.
Rough Riders.
And we'll take a timeout as well, but we'll be right back.
What do you do when the world gets a little blurry? When the eyes aren't exactly doing what they once did? You need a little focus. In Center, Texas, that focus is on the center square right next to the Rio, the beautiful and historic offices of Dr. Charles Collard. If it's frames or contacts you're looking for, or if it's a more serious problem, Dr. Collard can help you. Dr. Charles Collard in Center.
One of my favorite memories is waking up on Sunday morning at Grandma's house to the smell of breakfast. Now, Diamond B Cafe's not quite Grandma's house, but it's pretty darn close. Now, it may take an extra minute to get the food to the table, but quality takes time. Diamond B Cafe on the corner of Timpson and Tennahaw in Center. If you're in a hurry and need a quick pick-me-up, stop by Diamond B Coffee, 500 Hurst Street, serving specialty coffees, breakfast, lunch, and sweets.
Everybody, welcome back. 28-20. Hallsville in the lead with 3:51 to go here in the second period. 2 team fouls for the Rough Riders, 1 for Hallsville.
And at halftime, the Farmer State Bank halftime show, we'll have some analysis. Oh, the game's already on. Hallsville's already stolen the inbounds, had the three-pointer, no good. Huge rebound by Johnson. And ball thrown away by Bellin. And another rebound. This was from Ballarain. Back to number 3, that's Bean. Another rebound. Magestro bounces it to Ballarain, who I thought traveled. Good defense surrounds him. It's going to be the last touch by Dallas, by Center. But yeah, Center made the rebound, a careless pass, and it's Hallsville's ball again. Inbound knocked away. Good play by Robinson. So they'll do that again down there in the corner. Inbounds pass now to Magestro. Magestro matriculating towards the top of the key, trying to drive in. Nice throw over there to Moore. Moore with the ball. Screen set by Ballarain, didn't really work. Magestro can't find his way in, but 3 drives.
Oh,
the dribble's knocked away by, dribble knocked away by Robinson into the gut of Bush. Bush wasn't expecting it, and while he's trying to catch it, he's tied up. Possession to Hallsville, so they'll do it yet again. Possession arrow switches now to Center for the next one. Ballarain finds Moore, finds Magestro, back to Moore, inside to Ballarain. Back out now to another tall fella in the game, number 15, Grant. And then the three-point try from the corner from Bean, no good. But the rebound by Center goes out of bounds. Bellin pushes it out of bounds instead of, so it's a 4th try for Hallsville. They've taken Shires the last almost 2 minutes of game time under the basket. That's the shot from Moore into Grant. Grant loses the ball. This jump goes to Center. So finally.
Good hustling defense by the Rough Riders.
Yeah. In fact, they played great defense for 2 whole minutes, successfully defending the ball 4 times. We had, for Center, Grant in for a while, but now Smith back in the game, and as far as I can tell, it's the starting lineup back in. Johnson to Bellin. Bellin down to Robinson. Over to, it's partly blocked. It goes back out to Johnson. Johnson with the ball, stops the dribble, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Hallsville. Here they come, 2:17 to go in the quarter. Johnson attacked Magestro, almost got it. Went to Grant. Ballas Ballerine. No S in his name, Wellington. Ballerine. Ballerina. Magistro with the ball. Throws it over to Ballerine. Ballerine drives. Takes a little dub step, puts it home, and it's a 10-point game. Biggest lead of the game by Hallsville. Johnson to Bush. Bush down, wide open for three, off the mark. That's Robinson, misses it, but just fighting as hard as he can. Smith trying to get the rebound along with a valiant effort from Grant. I'm sorry, that's Moore from Hallsville. The battle won by center, and they will inbound the ball. That's Bellin, long inbound to Bush. Bush to Johnson. Johnson inside. There. The way was cleared for Robinson, and he, with his left hand, just short-armed it.
He thought
unfortunate.
He thought that Bellarine was going to do something. Bellarine let him go.
Bellarine let him go, and he short-armed it with his left hand. No good. The freshman will learn from that. Bellarine over to Bean, over to Grant. Now inside the Bellarine, who drives it home. They have 4 3-pointers and 3 DQ dunks, and it is a 12-point game with a minute to go in the half. Bellin to Johnson. Johnson gets across the line, loses control of the dribble, picks it up. Finds Bellin up from the free throw line, no good, but a good rebound and put back by Robinson. And it's a 10-point game with 47.6 seconds. For a second, I thought there's timeout on the floor so that a shoe can be tied. And Hallsville now may play for the last shot, nursing a 10-point lead, 32-22. Really on the strength of those 4 3-pointers and those 3 dunks.
Yep.
Ballerine with the ball, passes it around the key, looking to get in. Bounce pass, Grant, back to Moore. Moore over to Williams, 20 seconds to go. Over to Bean. Back to Williams. Williams to Ballerine from the free throw line, in and out. Good rebound by Robinson. Robinson with it, passes it over to Johnson. Johnson gets around. It's 3-on-2. Here comes the defense. Oh my goodness. Johnson with a dub step about as wide as Europe. Misses the shot. Rebound. No action can be taken before the half ends. It's a 10-point ball game here from center. And before we go to break, JBA Financial provides us the JBA Financial investment as our boy right there, Alex Munoz, coming across the floor to talk to us about a pretty intense first half of ball, brought to you again by JBA Financial. John Black and his team would love to talk to you about your investments or insurance, either one. All right, Munoz, this is a good 5A basketball team. What do you see out there?
Oh yes, sir. They're really good. We knew that coming in. I mean, they got some height. They got some shooters. I mean, they got pretty good skill all the way around. So we knew they were going to be pretty salty.
What will you talk about in there? Coach, before the game, was talking about communication on offense and defense.
Yes, sir. That's the thing. We had some miscommunications on defense here just a few possessions ago. We were in zone, and we had a couple guys playing man, so we were kind of at a sink there for a minute. So they got a couple easy buckets that way.
Thank you, Coach, for coming over, and we'll be talking to you all through the district season.
Yes, sir.
It's Coach Munoz. That's JBA Financial, and this is the Farmer State Bank Halftime Show. We'll be right back with you.
For over a generation, Tomlin Insurance Store has provided life, home, ranch, and farm insurance for the people of Shelby County. Beginning with Judge John Tomlin and his wife Ann, new owners Matt and Mallory Snyder have cut the ribbon on a new tradition, providing insurance for farm families by farm families. In Shelby County, that's a tradition worth protecting. Tomlin Insurance Store. We take our cars for granted, but what happens when they won't start, or they won't run, or they won't turn off, or you get the lights on the dash that say something's wrong and you don't know what to do with it? East Texas Auto Care. It's on Tenaha Highway as you leave town on the left, and they can take care of everything. The trained technicians understand the complicated electronics as well as the engine itself. The Mendoza family would love to take care of you and your vehicle at East Texas Auto.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
Everybody, welcome back to the Farmers State Bank halftime show. Chris Wellington, what are you thinking?
East Texas Auto Motor analysis from you. What I'm thinking is wondering, what are you thinking? I've gotten to do most of the talking. What are you seeing, good, bad, or indifferent?
Well, I mean, they have lots of size, and, you know, we did not do a good job for a stretch in closing out that three-point shot. Kind of same thing that happened to us against Silsby. I think we had trouble closing down on that three-point shot.
Boy, yeah, for a while there they couldn't miss.
And that may be the difference in the game here, and that, and I mean, they're just going to get dunks. They've got 3 or 4 guys that can dunk. Mm-hmm. We got guys that can dunk. We'll see if we can't pay the bills with a Dairy Queen dunk for our own.
I hope so. Just to this point, the uncontested dunk shots have come from Hallsville. They're the ones that have nobody between them and the goal.
I think Smith has done a good job rebounding and playing defense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
especially against a guy that's it's not going to be often that he plays against a guy that's taller than him.
That's right.
I think you're right. I think number 11 may be an inch or half inch taller than him, but I think he's got a large wingspan.
Yeah, he does. His name's Ballarat. I wonder where he's from. The good news is the Riders were down by 10 late first quarter against Jacksonville, and then went on a run in the second quarter and all through the second half. So we know they can do well when they need to from behind. So there's the score, and there's how much time's left in halftime. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with more of the Farmers State Bank halftime show after this.
Need brand new construction from the ground up or a remodeling job? Ricky Andrews can do it all. Whether it's tile for the floor or reimagining a space in the house. Something wonderful with the bathroom. And oh, what he can do with kitchens. Find him on Facebook or give him a call at 591-2233. Ricky Andrews Construction. Gaddy's Medical Supply. It's your one-stop shop for the supplies and the equipment that you need as you go along your recovery. Their compassionate and knowledgeable staff is there to help you as you get better. Gaddy's Medical Supply.
All right, everybody. The Farmers State Bank halftime show continues, and Gaddy's Medical Supply, in the football season, they bring us our cheerleader update. During basketball season, it's cheerleaders or whoever I can get a hold of, but this time it was cheerleaders. Back on December 17th, right before the very first basketball game was to be played in this building, I talked to some historic cheerleaders. Okay, I'm here with the JV cheerleaders. They just cheered for the first time ever in this stadium. You guys know that. You were the first cheerleaders to cheer in this place.
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Cadence Tut.
Cadence, you're historic. What's your name?
Breasia Rowland.
Breasia, you're historic. What's your name?
Josie Pace.
Josie, Breasia, and Cadence are historic. As we're doing this, you haven't done it yet, but there's been no cheerleaders in here yet that I know of. So you are the very first. They'll probably take a picture of you and put it up somewhere. Cadence, what do you think about this place?
I think it looks good.
Do you ever kind of think, is this really center?
Nah, not really.
Really? This feels right to you? Because this feels way bigger than I ever thought center would have. So how long have you been cheering?
Since 7th grade.
You're wearing a knee brace. What happened?
You know, I tore my ACL and I tore my MCL.
They're laughing. Did you do it doing something silly, or was it
I did it like right there at half court.
playing volleyball?
Basketball.
Really? So you're cheering, you're playing, and how long is it going to be before you get back on the court?
I don't know.
Okay, well, hopefully not long. Okay, what's your name?
Eileen Pace.
What's your name?
My name. Jelani Grace.
And what's her name?
Her name is Jelani Grace.
And what's your name?
Mackenzie Land.
Are y'all going to be cheerleaders like this one day?
No.
No, you are? When do you think? How old are you?
8.
So in about, 4 years you're going to be cheering too. Is Josie any good at this? Oh, she gave you a no-go, Josie, your own sister. I said, is she any good at this cheering thing? She said no. What's your response? Yeah, probably best. Hey, that was the first dunk in here, wasn't it? The first dunk ever. That's what that was, the first dunk ever. And there you go. It was a good idea. I did most of the talking, but anyway, the first cheerleaders ever to perform in here. That's brought to you by Gaddy's. And when we come back, we'll close up the Farmers State Bank halftime show here from the Coliseum. Nope, I hit the button. I'm sorry, do it again.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
And so we're ready for the Ray Jones keys to the second half. Shires, Counselor, what do you think?
Same as always. Good defense, rebounding. Need to get hot from the three-point line and get back in this thing.
Okay, I think the defense is the thing. They play aggressive, hard defense, just not real effective defense all the time as the fellas have come out. Well, that wraps up our Farmers State Bank halftime show. We will hear from one more sponsor and come on back for the second half. Stay tuned.
Wallington Shire's Pierce Productions says thank you to the folks who sponsor these fine area teams. They include Blake Furniture, what you want, when you want it. Sandy Cox State Farm, she's your good neighbor. Watson & Sons, their family serving your family. Portacool, home of the new Apex Series fans. Joe's, don't take your car to a car wash, take it to a car spa. And Batters Law Firm, if your case matters, it's got to be Batters. Thank you for helping us celebrate Shelby County's athletes.
All right, everybody, for the second half, we go now to the voice of Rough Rider basketball, Stephen Shire.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to have Hallsville's going to inbound here right in front of us. I'm going to move around. They're going kind of slow. Get the Magestro. He's going to drive. He's going to kick it out. We're going to reset. 2 almost turnovers, and we're going to have a timeout here early on caused by the Rider defense. Chris Walton will take one as well. 7:35 to go here. No scoring in the second half so far.
At Shelby Savings Bank, the same thing that's true at the Selma Street location is true at the North Branch. It's where banking meets the smile. They're not just friendly tellers, they're your friendly tellers. And the smile.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get yourself.
All right, here we go. Welcome back. We're going to have inbound. Again, we need to start the clock. They're going to drive in. Oh, nice defense by Bellin. Oh, they're going to call a foul. Going to be the first foul on the Rough Riders. Hallsville will inbound underneath the basket. Magistro with the ball. They try to get it in to the big man in the middle, but can't do it. Rebound controlled by Smith. All right, so here we go. We'll quickly come down. Oh, nice play there by Bellin. Here, first of all, we just need to switch back, Chris.
Yeah, we do. We were going to trade out. I was going to do a little work on the scoreboard, but within about 30 seconds, everything had fallen apart. Oh, my. So Hallsville has the ball with a 10-point lead. No score so far this quarter. Our big camera has frozen. Somehow or another, I froze it. Here comes the Magistro three-point shot, and he has hit his fourth one of the game. Man, he is so good from there, and if you're not all over him, he's going to hit that shot. Here comes the Rough Riders with their first real set of their offense. And trying to scoot through. Number 12, that's Barnes, gets it over to Johnson. Big, long pass, wide open, and Bush just hasn't found his range. Hallsville with the ball. The drive, Magistro, ball taken away. It was a beautiful defensive play by Barnes, but as he took the ball and passed it, he passed it to the wrong jersey. Another shot from Hallsville taken away. Johnson goes all the way down the court, puts up a shot, and he's fouled. But he was fouled before the shot. So here we go, caught up, still only scoring so far the three-point shot from Magistro and Hallsville. Inbound, up, they tried to get a quick inbound to Johnson. It was defended, and they tried to jump ball, but it was no good there as Hallsville managed to continue with the possession. They've gotten the ball down, taken away by Bush, thrown right back to Hallsville. He was trying to go for the long bomb, Magistro for three, and he's only missed for the second time. His shot hit the top of the basket. The Rough Riders will get it. Sorry about the frozen camera up top. Our secondary camera is the one that we're trying to do all the work with. Johnson gets in the pass. He got to go coast to coast, and although thought he was going to get the foul, they did not give it to him. He's helped up by Magistro, who's a good basketball player and recognizes quality in number 0, Johnson. But the Riders have yet to score. 5:22 left to go in this quarter. And the Riders haven't scored yet. Hallsville with the 1 3-pointer, their 13-point lead here, the biggest of the game. Magistro with the ball, looking around. Finds a teammate in the corner, throws it back to the corner. Pass mishandled, but regathered by Ballarain. Ballarain passes it over to Magistro. He was in the corner. I couldn't get the shot because the referee was in the way. Magistro defending the pass, long pass over to Bush after the shot, and there's a foul. Good shot of Bush there with the ball, but throws it away, and boom, it goes in for the DQ dunk. And so it is an 8-point run to open the quarter for the first 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Harrison calls timeout to try to stop the bleeding. It's an 18-point lead as the Riders have yet to score. We'll keep it here, and as Shires continues to work on getting us back, let me say thank you to all of our sponsors for our basketball coverage: Abundant Love, Andrews Construction, Bird Forestry, Fast Tax, Tomlin Insurance, We appreciate them, and we also appreciate our platform sponsors, the folks that are good for every game we do all year long. And that's impressive because that's Larry and all the county teams and center as well. Those folks are Diamond B Cafe, Porticool, Batters, a law firm, Hope Medical, Beacheria, and Sandy Cox, State Farm. We appreciate their sponsorship of all the athletes in East Texas. The inbounds pass mishandled, but taken by Johnson. Johnson had the ball, and right there, the fella in our sight there is number 10, Moore. Thought he had played good defense, but instead commits the third team foul in the quarter for Hallsville. The some substitutions for the Rough Riders and for Hallsville. And center gets it into Smith, who throws it back to Bellin. Long, wide shot contested, no good. They get the ball back on the floor. Miss Ballerain couldn't quite control his rebound. Ball in the possession of the Riders. An inbound pass in there to Smith. Smith, he gets the ball taken away. Oh, Bellin almost took it back. Magestro, oh wow, Magestro dribbled the length of the court. And then it was Caleb Mosley took the ball away for just a second, but the ball rolled to the line. I don't think he even crossed it, but out of bounds. And so Hall's. That's Williams. Williams to Ballerain. Ballerain over to Bean. Bean gets it into Ballerain for the dunk. That's another DQ Sunday in Hallsville, not in center. By the way, Jan, thank you for your support of every game that we do. Always something fun with Dairy Queen. This in basketball, it's the dunks. But today it's been all Hallsville. A nice cross-court fadeaway shot from Smith. He gets his own rebound and kind of sky hooks home the first points of the quarter, but it's an 18-point lead for the visiting Purple. The drive to the basket, another good shot by Williams, and it's 44-36, 18-point lead. Rough Riders only with those first 2 points. With 3:16 to go, they get the ball inside, missed shot. Smith gets the rebound, misses the putback. And to me, offensively, that's been one of the stories offensively are the missed putbacks. It's one thing when you're close to the basket and there's a big guy between you and the basket. That's difficult. But when you're just in a hurry because you're afraid someone might get there and you miss the shot, well, that's going to happen, but it's happened a lot today. So 42-26. Hallsville still has the ball. Mosley, one-on-one defense. They get around him, and the ball goes in as Williams is taking control of this quarter along.
All right, well, we're going back now.
Is it moving?
And Mosley went in for a layup, missed it.
Okay, I moved, but I'm still moving. All right, good.
Saw for football.
He was awfully good, awfully early.
Yeah. Everybody will be interested in him before it's done. You know.
Well, foul called. And we'll see this young man with the interest from the Division I folks in football shoot some free throws from the State Farm free throw line. 20 seconds to go in the half, in the quarter, and it's been a quarter that's been pretty dominated by the Bobcats, but there's a point for the Riders from State Farm. Chris Mayfield free throw line.
We're going to go ahead and go with the scoreboard, the official scoreboard up top.
Yeah.
I think.
For a few seconds anyway, James replaces Ballerain.
Right, 49-31.
Well, both of them go down for Canton. 49-32 now. And by the way, Snooty goes out. Robinson, number 13, comes back in. Defended.
For over a generation, Tomlin Insurance Store has provided life, home, ranch, and farm insurance for the people of Shelby County. Beginning with Judge John Tomlin and his wife Ann, new owners Matt and Mallory Snyder have cut the ribbon on a new tradition, providing insurance for farm families by farm families. In Shelby County, that's a tradition worth protecting. Tomlin Insurance Store.
Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with the primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, they want to be the leading deep East Texas care provider, recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated and distinguished staff. Hope Community Medicine, founded in faith, focused on family.
I love that close. I'm not really sure what the foul was.
Banged the backboard. No foul. He just banged the backboard that caused the ball.
All right, so they call it a goaltend, which is my goal in life, is to goaltend.
I got it for a few minutes. You can do the end, yeah. Five minutes left, you can do the rest of the game.
Abundant Love Ministries is a place for everyone to worship. If you've ever been to Abundant Love Ministries, you know that Pastor Marlon Cloudy is unlike anybody else. The music, uplifting. And right next door to the church, their life center is unparalleled. A great place to worship, Abundant Love Ministries.
Imagine what it would be like to be your tire.
It's not good, man. Watch where you're going.
It ain't easy work, so you don't want to trust it to just any old tire. No, you take your car and truck to Center Tire. It's an old tradition with a new chapter under Trey Burns, because being a tire is hard work.
Are we there yet?
Close to the ball, and easy foul to call. The second one on the Bobcats.
Right. So, excuse me.
Johnson has struggled tonight. That's his third miss from the line. I think he's 2 for 5 from the State Farm free throw line from Chris Mayfield, your good neighbor right there on as the Highway 7 and Highway 87 splits. And he misses both of them, but it's rebounded. Just about the whole game. Over to Bellin. Bellin to Smith. Top of the key. Goes inside. Finds Robinson with a nice hook shot. The freshman gets it home. 15-point game.
Well, Robinson's not a freshman. I believe he's a senior. Tiki.
That's Tiki. Yeah, he's a forward. He's a senior.
Right, yeah.
The F is for forward. Oh, look at that. The senior forward knocks the ball out of the hands of Grant. Almost got the ball back. But it's controlled by Grant, who drives and he's fouled. Yeah, I saw that F there. And I thought, I just don't think that's right, but it says so in the program. He's forward, a senior forward. And he's played like it today. He's had a particularly good third quarter. The first miss from the State Farm free throw line by Grant. Appreciated by the Center faithful. Making some noise by the student section We'll see the student section there behind, and they make enough noise to where it works. Here comes the big alley-oop, but it's no good to Smith. Here comes Hallsville, down again. Magento, bounce pass from Moore to Williams. Williams, 2 contested by Robinson for his magic to go. Johnson coast to coast, but he has too much because he was afraid of Ballarain's length. Too much on the backboard. He misses a shot he normally makes. He's normally not shadowed by a 6'8" guy. Smith tries to defend it. He gets up in the air. Ballarain gets him in the air, and he does prevent a dunk, but not the points. 59-42, and there is a timeout on the court. We'll be back.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters. You know that Ace Hardware of East Texas is all the hardware you need, but there's a lot of other things they have too. Fun things for your camping trips. Fun things to wear when you go outside. For the 4th of July barbecue, to the house warming in the fall, to your Christmas shopping and clothes for all year long, it's Ace Hardware, the helpful place of East Texas.
Everybody, welcome back. 3:41 to go here in the 4th period. Riders down by 17 with the basketball.
I, of course, coming in, didn't know how good Hallsville would be. I figured this would be a tall order for a 4A team playing a good 5A team. Nice pass all the way down, but Ballarain is there for the big defense. It was a good play, but Ballarain just defended it. Here comes Williams hurrying back over to Bean. Bean to Magestro. The Magestro-Bean war. But the shot's no good. It's a good defensive rebound by Rogers. Rogers gets it to Mosley. Mosley gets it back to Rogers, who goes up, no good. Nice rebound by Snooty, who gets it over. Snooty puts it back. He got it to Rogers, to Jacaden Rogers, who missed it, but Snooty gets the rebound. 15-point game, 59-44. And much of the second team in, Johnson out for the first time. And that may be it. That may be it before the district season for Johnson. Good man-on-man defense. Ballarain with the ball, and his little pass taken by Mosley. Will he try his dunk again? No. But instead he goes up and he does even better. The hoop and the harm. That's the first one, I think, of the game. Mosley with a really good body control to go up, draw the contact, and make the shot. Well done by number 11. It's been a double-digit lead for most of the last couple of minutes of the half, and for the entire second half at this point with only 2:34 left. It'd be nice to try to get it to a one-digit lead. Mosley could get it to 12 with this free throw. That may be the play of the game for the Riders. Yeah. He misses the free throw. Hallsville has it. This is number 5, making his appearance, one of his earliest appearances. Turnover. It's Reddick's pass is stolen. And number 3 gets the shot. Well done. Barnes stole the ball, got it to number 3. Barnes steals it again. Here he comes. He shuts up shot. Is it going to count? Yep, he's going to draw the foul. So 2 steals from Jacaden Barnes. He gets it into Jacaden Rogers for one of the baskets, and this next one.
Well, are they going to call it an offensive foul?
No, he's going to charge. Okay, that's all right. It's an 11-point game. There's a bomb on the pass, and it's just going to go out of bounds. So Grant threw a bomb intended for number 12. I'm sorry, number 10 Moore. And just too far, too much pepper. So only about 3 seconds pass off the clock, and the Riders will get it back. Still,
All right.
it's an 11-point game.
A couple of turnovers and a couple of threes, and this game becomes interesting.
They get it into Snooty, who turns around, misses the shot. It's rebounded by Rogers, and they'll try it again. Number 12 contested, misses the shot, and rebounded. That was Caden Barnes. And we'll see what they call down there as Ballerain dishes it to Magistro, who misses the layup, but that's because the defense got down there aggressively. Last touch, though, it's ruled by the Rough Riders. So crowd doesn't much care for it, but it looks like they're going to keep possession. We'll see. And there's a timeout to talk about it, so we'll do the same thing. We'll take that timeout.
These fine following sponsors bring you our coverage of Pineywood sports. Lasting impressions, because you deserve the best. Dr. Deborah Worsham, the local and professional touch. Rancho Grande and Timpson, Shelby County's destination for special events. And First National Bank, a tradition you can trust. These fine sponsors bring us the Pineywood's Game of the Week. Wondering what the best thing is to do with your land? Well, cross over from dreams to a plan with Sandy Creek Land Enhancement. They help you maximize the land of East Texas. Take a trail, turn it into a driveway, create beautiful ponds and dirt work of all types, bush hogging and mulching as well. It's Sandy Creek Land Enhancement.
All right, here we go. Welcome back.
Riders trying to get it to single digits in the last 2:15. Hallsville with the ball. The images today brought to you by Dr. Collard on the camera and your optometrist on the square as well. Thank you, Dr. Collard and Dr. Collard Optometry. The whole Rough Rider team played good, strong defense, but number 3, Bean, able to get out of all that mess, get a pass in, and they get a basket. Here comes coast-to-coast attempt by number 12, no good. Rebounded by Hallsville. Kalen Barnes played really good defense. Offense not quite so much there as he went up and got contested. Back down the court, several Rough Riders go up. They foul on the shot. Williams will go to the line. It could have been Snooty. It could have been Barnes, Jacalen Barnes. 12 or 24, one of the two. Third foul for center. Go down to $142. Looking forward to Friday as the district season begins, as the Bullard Panthers come to town. Bullard, one of the largest schools in our district, and they've put together, Shires, a pretty good tradition along the basketball court in the last 5 or 6 years.
Yep.
One of the better teams. It's a 15-point lead now as the second team from the Rough Riders are finishing up the last 2 minutes. Here comes number 12, loses a dribble. And back down the floor as Barnes lost his dribble. Magistro has no trouble scoring there. 17 points again, 65-48. Well, let's see if he has the three-point range. No, but it's rebounded by the Rough Riders. And T.J. Bellin fouled as he goes back up. So good rebound by Rogers as Barnes tried his. It's kind of hard to believe. There's no three-pointers for the Riders today.
Yeah, Dr. Collar's only getting a mention because of his camera work,
That's
not
right.
because of his
That's right.
eye work.
Appreciate him bringing us the images, but he hadn't brought us any three-pointers. Of course, I think we've only taken a couple.
Yep.
Free throw in and out for Bellin. What do you think? Losing to a good team like this before district, I guess you'd rather win, but what do you think?
No, I don't think it matters. I mean, you want to compete.
Bellin's second free throw gets in, gets us to 49 points. And, yeah, they're going to the over-under foul on Williams, who's played such a good game. That was kind of a surprising stoppage. Riders will inbound the ball. They go backwards. Mosley getting the ball in. But that whole 4 seconds contested by Magistro, who would probably be my player of the game if I were giving it to a Hallsville player, maybe Williams, who really owned the third quarter for them. Mosley misses his shot, rebounded by Snooty, puts it back. Yeah, Canton's had some points tonight.
Yeah.
Down under a minute with a 14-point game, 65-51. And again, Williams drives. This time his shot goes completely behind the basket. Surely somebody fouled. It took them a while to call it, but it looks like they will. And it looks like they'll call it on.
Off of, no foul.
No foul?
Just off of.
Just last touch by, it looks like, Rogers. He was frustrated. And now there are some substitutions as Magistro leaves the game. Probably time. Their district will start most likely Friday as well. Snyder in the ball game, looking for Ballerine, gets it to him. Canton on Ballerine. Canton knocks it out of his hands, and then it's jumped on by Rogers. But he fights over both of them and draws the foul. He called it on Robinson. Well, Robinson's not in the game, so I guess that was 15. Called it on. As Grant Gregory in the game.
Did Gregory get a foul?
I think he did.
All right. Always good to get in the scorebook.
Got on the scorebook somewhere, that's right. He played good defense in his 2 minutes in the first half. It will not show up on the score sheet. It's always fun to see the student section there behind they're leaving now, but that is the soccer team, and you see Coach, the best dressed coach in the coaching business,
exactly,
brought his players to support the team here as they, in the last 46 seconds before district begins. Hallsville was a worthy opponent. Certainly will get the attention of the team and the coaches. They wanted Hallsville because Hallsville plays like Bullard. Hallsville made us pay from three. We'll see if Snyder continues it. Yet another three-pointer from a reserve. 68-51. The three-pointers have really been the difference.
Yep.
I mean, it's hard to select one difference, but if you're looking at the scoreboard, that is the difference. Mosley fights his way to the board, puts up a shot. It's no good. And on the rebound.
And Hallsville's got good length,
Yeah.
not just with big number 11, but their guards look like they're 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", with long arms.
Most everybody on the court pretty tall. Center with the ball again. Bellin with the shot. He was, I thought, fouled, but the shot was certainly altered from the free throw line. Here comes Snyder after the rebound. Oh, he throws it away, but Balleraine's arms are so long, he just basically takes a bad pass and makes it a good one. Snyder puts up a three. This one will be no good, and the Riders let it bounce out of bounds with a half a second to go. So 68-51 will be the score. We never got a report from the ladies on their second game in the district play against Madisonville, the Lady Mustangs. Lady Riders went in tonight 0-1 in district. The Riders are 0-0 in district, but we will see them at Friday. All right. Don't go away. It's like Rob says, it's the end of the game, but not the end of the broadcast. We will bring you the Aurora Concepts post-game show in just a moment. You stick around. Riders lose 68-51 in their last tune-up before district. You see the team talking right now to the coaching staff. We're going to talk to our Center Motor Company player of the game, who we're still kind of deciding on, and the coach right after this. We'll hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back with Aurora Concepts postgame.
Wiggins Farms. You know, they call them the watermelon family, but the product from their farm when the melon's just a baby, all the way through to the harvest to your table. It's the juiciest, best melons available. Wiggins Farms, hat not included.
So it's a 17-point loss to the 5A Bobcats here as we get ready for district. Shires, what was the key to the game tonight?
I think it's the height and length of Hallsville. I mean, Tim did not have a particularly good. I mean, at the end of the day, he may have scored a bunch of points, but he's not going to be very efficient.
Right.
And a lot of that was because of the height inside. It just
they had it in his head that they were behind, but he was behind me, even if they weren't. And you're right.
But I also think, I mean, you know, we did okay against the big guy. I mean, really a lot of it was the height and the length of some of their other guards and players that really made things difficult. That was just a really good basketball team.
Yep. And then 8 3-pointers, 6 from one player. No, take it back. That's 10 3-pointers, 30 of their point, almost half of them from the 3-point line.
Right.
That's
and none
pretty good.
From us.
Yeah, none from us. That's right. Well, there you go. And we're now going to hear from Center Motor Company, who will bring us our player of the game. Tiki Robinson is our player of the game. We'll see if he'll talk to us. We'll be right back.
Center Motor Company. From whatever angle you look at it, you see Ford. Ford trucks, SUVs like the Bronco, and iconic cars like the Mustang. A legacy managed by Kevin Jones and created by Ray Jones. Center Motor Company on Hurst Street in Center.
Hey there, football fans. The game is...
JBA Financial Services brings you Coach Talk, and there's a reason for that. John Black knows that when you're preparing for an important game, you need a plan, and they'd like to be a part of the details, the X's and O's of that plan. He's put together a good team, a coaching staff that would help you and your family get where they want to go. At JBA Financial Services, they're working to secure your family's future.
Well, Coach, the last warm-up game before district, is that what you had in mind? Hallsville pretty good. Oh, sorry, let me turn you on.
We knew they'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
We got to be challenged with teams like that, and we were. And they did what they expected to do, but we didn't do what we needed to do.
What was some things that you wanted to see that didn't happen?
Well, we just turned the ball over a lot. We didn't get the ball to the right person at the right time. We tried to dribble through double team, triple teams, and that's not what we do. But for some reason, we were trying to do that.
Is that the sort of thing that you kind of style of play you expect to see the Panthers play Friday night?
Yeah, they'll get up in your face and they'll get after you on defense and they'll shoot a lot of threes. But yeah, it'd be pretty much like that. But they have a 6'7" guy back there and a couple of 6'2" guys. But Hallsville they were tall. Had a 6'9" guy and 2 6'4" guys. And all those guys could play.
So a 6'9" guy did great, but I really thought the 2 6'4" guys were the ones that was the key. I mean, we had trouble with that.
Yeah, we knew they'd be athletic and they can jump and they can do some things. And that kind of took us out of our comfort zone.
Well, Coach, we look forward to seeing you on back here on Friday night, and the girls will be here too.
Girls will be here too Friday. If the weather allows, it's supposed to be bad. So we'll see.
Now, that's true. That's true. The whole state's talking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to go to a store without talking about Friday's weather. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to be interesting. I want to talk about the district that we start. This is, in some ways, this is a tough district. I mean, it's kind of like the SEC. I mean, I don't know if there's any. I mean, every team in it pretty much is going to be a challenge. I mean, I don't think there's going to be any nights off.
No, it's a lot better than a lot tougher district than it was the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Like from top to bottom.
Right.
Anybody can beat anybody. So
yep.
If we come out with 2 losses and 8 wins, man, that'd be great.
Yeah.
So all right.
But
we got room in
we
got room in the new cabinet for another district championship trophy?
We can make room for a new district championship. We'll put it on that other side with those football trophies. We need to send those football trophies down.
That's
the
what
way.
we need to do. It's the gym.
Yeah.
Football office over there.
Yeah. But any trophies in that place would be welcome.
Well, Coach, thanks a bunch. That's who we want to talk to next.
All right.
Number 5.
Big job over here. All right, thank y'all.
Yeah,
right,
thanks a bunch. We'll be seeing
Coach.
him. And talking
Look forward
to
to
him. Yeah. And our co-player of the game, be sure and tell Tiki Robinson he was one of our players of the game. But we thought you had a very, very good defensive game, especially in the first half. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
You feel good about it? Because that guy, you're not going to see many guys taller than you. He probably was about an inch taller, but seems like you were able to slow him down and get in his way.
Yeah.
How do you practice for that?
You just got to be physical. He was scared of me.
Really?
Yeah.
And if you kind of have to cause a little fear by playing physically, and I guess early in the game you must have done that. Okay, give me an example. Can you think of one moment when you made a play and you felt, all right, this is physical basketball like you're supposed to do it?
Boxing him out so he can't get the rebound.
Okay.
Or if he do get it, just slap it out his hand so he can't, because he can't hold on to it.
It's not all that bad if boxing out hurts a little bit, right? Okay. Well, as you start against Bullard, I know you take one opponent at a time. What have you heard, if anything, about the Panthers coming next week?
Stop number 1.
Stop number 1.
Yeah.
Who is he? What position?
Point guard, I think. I don't know. That's all we got. It's just him.
Okay. He's the engine.
Yeah.
What you think, Shire?
You ready for district to start?
Yes, sir.
All right, because we're looking for it. We anticipate a big, long. I mean, let me ask you this: what have you? It's interesting. What do you take from football season and bring it to basketball? What?
Playing hard and being physical.
Right, toughness.
Yeah.
Because you had a really good football season on the line at defensive end, and now you're going to come out here and bring a little defensive end to basketball.
Yeah, play defensive end down there. That ought to work. Well, man, thanks for coming by and talking to us. Be sure to tell Tiki that he was also recognized. He was gone before I could get to him, but we look forward to seeing you Friday. There you go.
Thank you, John.
That's Mr. Smith, and played a good defensive game. Thanks to Dr. Collard for the images up high. When we come back, we'll wrap it up. The Aurora Concepts post-game show. Okay, look, guys, 68-51, the final score here. Where will we be Friday?
We'll be right where we're sitting.
Yeah, we're not even going to move our stuff. We're just going to put it put it right over there under the stage. So if anybody wants to, that's where it'll be. And then the ladies will be back, so we'll do our first ladies gentlemen district doubleheader on Friday night. Larry Pierce with Piney Woods. Tonight he was in Joaquin. He will be in San Augustine for Shelbyville, San Augustine. That district already underway. So looking forward to that. So there you go. That wraps it up. Shires, thank you.
All right. Look forward to seeing everybody Friday night right here at the Coliseum.
Between now and then, we hope your week is nothing but net.
The proceeding was a presentation of Watlington, Shires, and Pierce Productions. We hope you have an awesome and blessed night. God bless America, God bless our troops, and God bless each and every one of you.